think I'm live now. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be joining us from. Happy Saturday morning. It's a rainy Saturday here, but that's okay. Plants need water. I hope you are having an amazing or have had an amazing start to your Saturday morning. And thank you for joining me. Forever grateful for that. Okay, let me make sure. For some reason, I find my voice sounds low. If I'm sounding a bit low, please let me know, guys. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's say some hellos. Scroll up. We have Aditi, Jackie. Hey, Jackie. We have Venus rising. Camo, hello. Shining love, light, truth. Thank you for being here, everyone. Julianne, spiritual alchemy, energy. Hey, Brenda. Good morning. Let's see. Dandika, hi. How are you? Whisper some heaven with Jenny. You know what I noticed, guys? And I think I might have said this, but if I did, oh well. When you're trying to read the names to say hi to everyone, it's like your eyes start zoning together like this. If anyone else has that issue, let me know. Because I'm like, whoa, everything's starting to cross together. Let's see. Who else? Thank you all for being here. Kaja, how are you? Welcome. Karmic Karen, hello. Violets for Roses, Sunshine. Hello, hello. Thank you all for being here. You know what, Venus? I just saw this and I was thinking the same thing because I normally do my hair myself and I want to color it, right? Because I typically like jet black hair, but I need to find a good colorist who will keep, because I want to maintain this streak. So I want to find a good colorist who will find a color that this won't be too harsh against. But I know I can do it myself, but I feel like today should be self-care Saturday, right? Whether you pay someone to do it or you do it yourself. And that's what I got up feeling, self-care Saturdays. Go get your nails done or do it yourself. Give yourself a mini pedicure. Get your hair done. Stop saving stuff for your Sunday best. You know, growing up in the Caribbean, one of the things we had our home clothes, your going out clothes, things for Sunday, for church and stuff. And this morning, as I was preparing for the show, I heard, wear your stuff. Why are you saving it? Right? Okay. Hey, Evelyn, the Mangles, welcome. I have, okay. Whoa, chat. Sorry, that's not what I meant to do. Hide. So if you have that nice outfit that you've been saving for something, put it on. If you're going to the mall, put it on. Self-care Saturdays, right? Let's see. What did Carmen Karen said exactly? We did too, and we changed throughout the day. Yeah. And that is what I find now as I'm older is that your life is too short. Wear your stuff, put that makeup on, put on those nice shoes and step out, because when you dress up and you just spruce yourself a little bit, you feel so much better. You feel so much better. I have that statement and no point. Yeah, no point in saving them, because you might be saving it and we don't know what tomorrow holds. You know, we don't know what can happen, right? We're hoping everything's great. And no matter what happens, it's destiny, whatever. Right? But yeah, enjoy it. Color my 100% coloring mine today as well. Dismal. It's dismal here too. But you know, I did not let that stop me. When I came back from vacation, I looked at my grass and I thought, ooh, it's getting kind of high. You know, the neighbors probably saying, oh, what's going on with her grass? But I stopped putting down seeds for the perfect lawn, and I'm just letting Mother Nature do her thing. Go ahead and drop your question in, Julie. I see a question being asked or questions close. I have 13 so far. So if anyone wants to drop their question in, go ahead and drop it in. I'll get it. I'm going to try to get to all today. So okay, I have you, Nivra. That's 14. I have Gayleen. Okay, I think that'll be, I have 15. So questions are now closed. Questions are now closed. And I'm going to read the list, Nalani. And I think I have you, Nalani. I got you earlier. Yes, Julian, I saw your question above. So questions are now closed. Thank you. Oh God, now the chat is jumping. Yeah, so self-care Saturdays. Do whatever makes you feel good. But I was talking about the grass. So as I'm letting Gaia do her thing, to me, when I drive up and I look at my lawn, it's like, wow, her lawn is so pretty. And that's Gaia doing her thing. Mind you, it's what they call weeds, but it's the perfect shade of green. It's full, and I don't have to worry about the little ball patches of replanting seeds. I'm just letting nature do its thing. So this morning I went outside, fed the strays. I have 3 stray cats that I take care of. They're not stray anymore. They're like my family, you can see. And as I looked out in the backyard, there were these areas where the weeds had grown like in a clump. I think that's called crabgrass. So it's tall. Rain or no rain, I was out there with my little whacker, my little trimmer, edge trimmer, and I just cut all those tall ones down, and now the backyard looks perfect until the lawn guy can come probably next weekend to cut it down a little bit more. But yeah, don't let anything stop you. Get outside. If it's raining, allow the water to pour upon you, washing away what no longer serves you, because it might be spirit guiding you to do that. You just never know. Okay, guys, I've been rambling too long now. So here we go. Who's on the list? We have Venus. We have Shining Love Light. We have Aditi, Jackie B. Wait, Venus, why do I have you? Okay, hold on. I had you twice, and one was a comment, Venus. We have Nalani. We have Jenny, Whispers from Heaven with Jenny, Thandika, Brenda, Julianne, Karmic Karen, Evelyn DeMangles, KMO, Nivra, and Gayleen. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I did. I'm just going to scroll up real quickly. And while I wait to see if I missed anyone, I saw Violet's for Rosa says she got herself cute blue nail polish for the end of summer. Oh, that is, I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. So just remember the smallest things. Let's see. Nivra. Okay, I have Violet's for Roses. Yeah, this is another one. We weren't allowed to sit on the living room furniture. So why do we have it? Why do we have living room furniture if we cannot sit on it? Or remember, you had the plastic and you sit on there for however long, and then when you got up, you were stuck because you were sweating. I have you, Vi. I didn't call you Stephanie. I thought I had you start. Let me just do one more check. Okay, I saw your question, Stephanie. So let me go back and start it. And which now I won't be able to find it. Stephanie, Violets for Roses. Violets for Roses. No, I have you, KMO. It wasn't removed. I have you. No, when it's even go. Yes, I have you. Did I not say KMO? No, I have KMO. Okay. All right, guys. So let's get started. I have already created that safe space before the show started, and we are going to jump right in to Charlotte. Shining Love Light Truth. I would be grateful for anything you see, hear, or know. Okay. I don't know why my wrist is um feeling bruised. Hmm. It was happening before I pulled up your question, Charlotte. So I don't think it has anything to do with you. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Nalani. I tried to put myself together for you all. After I whacked the tall weeds, I was running out of time and my hair was a mess. And I said, no, 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 I can't go on looking a hot mess. Let me, do something nice. Okay. Sunshine, did I call you? Did I say I have you starred? Sunshine? No, I did not. But I do see your question. You had a question earlier. So I have you start, Sunshine. Okay. Okay, I have you start, Sunshine. All right. Oh, my hand. 1 second, guys. Some. Okay. You're welcome. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Okay, Charlotte. High vibrational beings of love and light. What guidance do we have for Charlotte this morning? What do you want Charlotte to know? Charlotte, I heard it started off with take it easy, and before it finished easy, I heard it, the easy part switched to take a step back. So they're asking you to take a step back and also maybe take it easy, whatever it is you're doing, engaging in. Maybe don't go full throttle in. Take a step back or slowly go move into whatever it is you may be engaging in. And I don't know why I think the other day I saw you in a live and you mentioned and you mentioned something about twins coming in. So they're showing me that they're replaying that message in my head. And it feels, if someone was expecting or when I say was, maybe the if it is twins that somebody was expecting coming in, I feel like it's towards that because that's what they're replaying in my head. And when new things, new babies, and I say things not to be disrespectful in any way because I just want to be, it could be something and not the babies. It could be something else, right? So that's why I said some things. When new things, new beings, babies, whatever comes into our space, we want to dive in and be supportive and be there for and, just give our all. And I feel like you have a very genuine heart. You have a giving, caring heart, right? You want to be there to support whoever, whatever, maybe 1,000%. And sometimes that can be taken advantage of, right? So move slowly into whatever this is. Take a step back. You can still do, but don't do 1,000% initially. Is the guidance I would give that I'm feeling. Let me see. Is there anything else you have for Charlotte Spirit? Am I right? Am I interpreting what you're saying correctly? I just asked Spirit if I want to be sure I'm interpreting their message correctly. And your guide says she knows. I feel like they're saying it is okay to love. There's a but. And the but is, sometimes you have to hold back a little bit. And I wasn't fishing as I get that, Charlotte. I feel like that's hard for you to do. It's like you have this urge to go and give, and be there, be there, be there, be there, and it's I can feel the strain that is on you to trying to find the right balance of in between, right? Hold back and give. Finding that middle point for you is a little maybe a little difficult, but they're wanting you to just step back a little bit. And I think that's the message for you. Let's see. You understand. Okay. Your guy did say whatever it is. All right. And I know that's I know that's for all, that's a kind of a hard situation. Okay. Kasha. Hold on 1 second, Kasha. Kasha, I don't have you starred. You're welcome, Charlotte. Let me see, Kasha. Okay, let's see. I saw where you said me, please. Did you have a quest? Me? Okay, hearts. Kasha. Kasha, did you just want a general? Because I don't see a question, but I do see where you have me and me, please. So if you would just want a general, just drop that in there. Or if you have a question, go ahead and oh, wait, I think I just found you. Yes, I have you, Kasha. Okay. All right. After Shining Love, we have Aditi. Excuse me. After Aditi, we have Jackie B readings and Venus. Okay. Aditi, are you here? I know sometimes, with the time difference, it might be, you might accidentally drop off or be delayed. Yep, you're here. Good. Okay. Oh, you got the same message. So, Charlotte. So for you, it's just validation for you. Not that I think you needed it, but it's just a reminder for you. Okay. All right, Aditi. May I get a message from Spirit on what is the gift, lesson, or change that I came here to share? Okay. The lesson you came here to learn, Aditi, is how to be you. Ooh. Oh, that gave me chills. That's the first thing they said. The lesson is how to be you. It doesn't matter what others feel, say about you. What matters is that you know who you are. And I'm hearing sovereignty. So claiming your power. And that is knowing, oh, I forgot exactly how they say the lesson, the message was. Okay. Well, it's just knowing who you are. Okay. Sometimes you get a message and you remember, and then sometimes it's like same speed it comes in, you lose the exact way it was said. Mm. Is there any, okay. Is there any changes right now that a DT, what is the question? Changes. Are there any changes right now that a DT needs to share? The change is you. What they're making me feel, a DT, is once you realize who you truly are and you share that with whoever is around you, with the world, that will create the change. So it's not like you have to, right now, it's not like you have to read a book and learn something, or, oh, my right eye is starting to tear up. It's all about you, getting to know you. And once you have gotten to know who you are spiritually, as that light being that you are, then what is radiated out will create the change amongst, um is it amongst whoever is in your circle, your friends, your family, the neighbor across the street. The neighbor across the street. um Find you. What guidance do we have for a DT on this, Spirit? Stillness. Moments of stillness. Anything else for a DT? Feel like they're saying, if you are having a little bit of difficulty with that, a DT, is remember they are there, call them in. And what I'm seeing is, as you are sitting in, let's say you're sitting with your legs crossed. I can't think of the name of it right now. I feel like there's a guide sitting right next to you. You are more than you know you are. You are more than you know you are. Open your heart and clear your mind. Your heart is the gateway. Here's the connection point. Your guide is saying it's easier than you think. So don't think. I don't know if these are your guides or your ancestors. I'm trying to feel into that. But what I see is as you are sitting in that Indian pose, that style with the legs crossed, um, there's a guide or an ancestor, and they're just creating this circle around you. And literally, this energy is just going around you, circling you. It's like you're creating around you this safe, um, I am going to assume it's a safe space, but it probably is more than that because as they move, I can see this like white mist surrounding you. Okay, what else do we have for a DT spirit? Is that it? Mm. Yeah. That's it, Aditi. Aditi, Aditi. Yeah, as they said one other thing, just start. Just start is what the last thing your guide said. And I as I opened my eyes, I saw Jackie giving, she started with 5-minute guided meditations. And what I am practicing now, trying to do a DT, I listened in the beginning for a while, the guided meditations. But what I am trying to do now is the silent, where I just lay in the bed or sit at my desk or whatever I'm sitting at. And I just close my eyes and I set the intention that I want to connect to my guides or the angels, the angels that are specific to me. And I just focus my point to my third eye area. And what I saw yesterday was I was able to drift off without any sound or music or anyone talking me through a process. But start with the 5 minute if it's hard and keep going. Okay. And you'll get there. Practice every day. Stay to yourself, whether before bed or it's kind of harder when you wake up because you just got out of sleep. So I do it also on my lunch breaks. I will go, we have this room called the quiet room. So I'll go in there and I set the intention and for the 45 minutes, I'll zone out. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't remember. Sometimes I get a message, sometimes I only see colors. Um, but if just set 5 minutes a day and you'll get something. All right. Oh, what did Aditi say? And this is the biggest thing. Do not say, because if you say to your mind, I can't, it's impossible, you're programming your mind, you know, say, I'm done. I have done, or I did. Because if you say I am doing as well, it kind of like tricks the mind. So you have to find words that could kind of like trick your mind to know that you already did something, right? All right. Okay, Aditi. That's what I have for you. All the best. Okay, Jackie. After Jackie, we have Venus, Nilani, and then Whispers from Heaven with Jenny. Jackie says, messages from my spirit guides on any opportunities to look out for or take advantage of before the summer season ends. Okay. Jackie. I know Jackie is here, so. Hey, Juanita, how are you? And if I missed anybody else, hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay. Jackie. High vibrational beings of love and light. What guidance do we have for Jackie? Jackie asks if there is any opportunities should be looking out for or take advantage of before the summer season ends? I don't know, Jackie. The first thing I heard is limitations. Why we put limitations, right? Before the summer season ends. That's the first thing your guide is saying. Remove those limitations. Okay, let's see. What opportunities are there that Jackie can start taking advantage of right now, Spirit? What guidance do we have for Jackie? I heard you are where you need to be. Okay. Are there any upcoming opportunities that she should be on the lookout for? Opportunities for Jackie. Okay, I think my guys are so funny, right? If I hear something but I'm not quite sure and I don't say it, it's like they go quiet, and it's like you got to say what you heard. So, what I heard, Jackie, was that while there may not be big opportunities coming, there may be smaller ones, more opportunities for collaborations. And collaborations are what that does is it opens you up to more people, right? So new people get to be aware of you and then eventually will subscribe because they like what they see or hear or feel. So and what the guide said is that they're saying small or big, every opportunity is an opportunity to make uh, on the bigger scale of things. Okay, so what else do we want to tell Jackie? Feel like you're going to be there's a woman, a feminine energy that you're going to be collaborating with. She's new. Is she new, just new to Jackie, or new to the community? Is this feminine energy new to Jackie? Is Jackie familiar with this person? Okay. You are familiar with this person. And I feel like this person, Jackie, I'm not getting who it is, but one thing I'm feeling is that this person, it's a learning opportunity. Like it's maybe, excuse me, their way of how, because every one of us, some are similar, some are totally different the way they do things, but there's something with this person in the way that they do whatever they do is going to, it's a learning opportunity. It's going to ignite something that you might not be doing, or you may have, maybe you've looked into it and be like, oh, I don't know, it didn't work. I'm not going to do that anymore. But it's a learning opportunity. So this person is coming in as a teacher, is what I'm hearing. It may not seem like it because they don't have, I don't feel like they are have a massive community here on the tube. Um, but what the guides are saying is that every collab that, and that's to be for every one of us, right? Every collab that we have with someone else is a learning opportunity, not to take on what that person or how that person does, but it ignites a flame within us that may have been dormant, to say, oh, I've never considered, and maybe if I add this, if I add this in, or the person says something that, okay, I haven't tried that, let me try this and see. Is this person going to come into Jackie's space before the end of summer, Spirit? And I feel what they just made me, okay, backtrack. When I asked if this person might come in before the end of summer, what Spirit said is what they might. But from this other person's perspective, Jackie, is that they are watching, they are looking on their end for the right opportunity to reach out for a collab. Right now, they're not 100% sure. And I'm chuckling because in my mind's eye, I'm seeing the color magenta. I'm not sure why they're showing me the color magenta, but I'm seeing little pockets of magenta. So this person is also trying to feel into the right moment to reach out to you. So it may be after summer. They may build up the courage to reach out before. And I think that's why Spirit is saying to remove the limitations. Okay, what else for Jackie, Spirit? Anything else for Jackie? And they just reminded me, you are where you need to be right now. Okay? So don't feel, and I take that to say, don't feel like, you're not moving as fast as you should, or you are, okay, now I'm saying blue. What is this? What is this? And it was interesting. I know where you recently were, and the blue. It looks like, and I haven't thought of this word in a long time, but archipelago. So it looks like waters surrounding. I need to look up the meaning of that again. But archipelago is what came into my mind. So I don't know if you've met this person in passing, when where you were and you said, hey, and there was some sort of connection, and that's probably going to lead the person to your channel. And maybe that's why I'm seeing this water. But yeah, that's the message I have for you, Jackie. Does that make any sense, Jackie? Let's see. Spidey. Hey, Spidey, how are you? Spidey. Let's see. Spidey, you're new to me. Okay. Spidey, go ahead and drop your question in. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna try to get to you, Spidey. Go ahead and drop your question in. Yeah, blue is the throat chakra, but it's interesting because this look like water. And yeah, I mean water is blue. Like the ocean and archipelago kept coming in my head. I don't want figured spirit brought me here for let's see, did Spidey drop your question in? Okay. I'll go to I just realized it's 11:42. My goodness. Okay. All right. Venus. Okay, and Venus ask, you're welcome, Jackie. Venus asks, what from a past life does my soul want me to remember and use in this life that I am not using yet? Okay. I'm going to see what I can get. I did not open the records, but let's see what spirit wants me to let you know. High vibrational beings of love and light. Venus rising is asking, what does her soul want her to remember and use in this life that she is not using yet? The secret is love. You know? And I'm not saying, and they're not saying that you're not using it yet, Venus. But what they're saying is that the secret is love. And I thought to myself, okay, I mean, Venus is all right, I have you, Spidey. You know, I've met Venus in the chat a couple of times, you know. Venus seems like, but what spirit is showing me in my head is not about the love that we give to our close family or children or pets or friends. Where the struggle comes in, and no, Spidey, I don't I'm not monetized or anything on YouTube yet. I but in my show notes I do use, if you wanted to, I do use Cash App or Zelle. Okay, but thank you for asking. um yes, Evelyn, I do have you. um where he said, where they say, oh, this one, because I said where he, so this has to be a masculine energy guide. um where the secret is love is loving those who we feel have done us wrong. that's that's the one of the hardest things, right? And it's tough when somebody has harmed you, when somebody has lied on you, when somebody has done whatever we feel the wrong they've done to us. How can we find, or not how, we need to find ways to open our heart to still send those people love, not conditional love, love. It doesn't mean that you have to be, hey girl, how you doing? In a long time no see. That's my Trini accent kind of thing, right? It doesn't have to be that. It's being able to break free from that shackle, and this is your guide, right? Break free from that shackle, that hold, that situation that that person inflicted, but we continue to allow it to have that grip on us. And that is it. The secret is love. It's not going to take a day. It's not going to take a month. It's taken me some years, to um, really work through sending that person love. And I had somebody who did me wrong. And when I first started my journey, I have been working on healing that situation. And, Spirit did some things. And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? But it was only for my growth, it was for my healing. But even though I was working on my healing from that situation, it's still, every time I would see the person, it's like the rage, my heart, I can feel my heart closing, tightening because of anger. I'm going to say there was some hate. I allowed for how many years for that to carry. And now I'm at a point where when I talk about that person, because of some of the things, the healing, what Spirit has showed me with that person, I am able to talk about this now and not feel my heart close. And that is telling me that I have gained some momentum in the healing and releasing the shackles from what that person had on me for so many years. So that is what Spirit wants you to know. It's not that you're not using it, but it's applying it to everyone, and that's your message. The secret is love. And I think even I am going to continue to use that as I move through my day to day. And I think that's a message for all of us. We can say, hey, Viviani, thank you for being here. Welcome. All right, Venus, that is your message. Okay. And guys, I will get to everyone. It's 11:48. I know, don't panic. I will read for everyone. So now we have Nalani, Jenny, Dandika, Brenda, and Julianne. Okay. All right. Nilani. Okay. Nilani, last few weeks, I woke up with a song in my mind. I don't listen to this song, but I know it. The song reminded me of a person from the past. We never listened together. What the Spirit wants to say about it. Kinalani. Goodness. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Just trying to stretch my neck and my. Hold on, please. Nilani. As I read your question, Nilani, hope you're still here. I felt a pull on my heart to the left. Okay, so that's the first thing I felt, a pull on my heart. High vibrational beings of love and light. What guidance do we have for Nilani? Nilani says she woke up with a song in her mind. She don't listen to the song, but she knows it. The song reminded me of a person from the past. The song reminded her of a Nilani, was this person and I'll tell you why I'm asking this question. Was this person a love interest? And I asked that because of the pull that I felt on my heart. It's just a little nudge, it wasn't anything bad or painful, but I can feel the pull. So it feels like if the person may have been you may have run across that person's mind in that moment. Let's see. What do we want to tell Nalani about this situation, Spirit? And was it a love song? Because in my, yeah, I have you, Gayleen. I do. I have you starred. Was it a love song? It feels like it was a love song. I don't know why Celine Dion name just popped in my head. It probably wasn't even a Celine Dion song. But I feel more like it's that kind of flow, that vibe. That's why they're telling me. All of a sudden, Celine Dion popped in my head. What is the message here? Is there any? It doesn't feel like anything significant. What your guide just says that, even though it's somebody from your past, we're still connected. So, I'm going back to the person may have been thinking about you. It may not have been any, just ran across their mind. And in that moment, you were asleep, maybe they were asleep, maybe they were up, I don't know. And that pull on the heart, that chord, that connection. I want to say activated, that connection activated. They talk about telepathy, but in your case, it that the heart, there's something there. And if you don't want that connection, maybe you are ready to let it go. Mm. You can just say firmly, you don't want this. I do not, I cut that cord. I don't want that connection to this person anymore. If that is what you want, and you release it. What else? I don't know why all of a sudden, Milani, I feel down my spine, my back feels, there's a lot of pressure, and I'm trying to release it. It just feels heavy, but it's literally down in the center of my back. So the heart space area just feels heavy. And as I said to you, if you don't want the connection to be asked for it to be released, and then in my head I heard, maybe the person is ill, and I don't know the person's age or anything like that. And as they are going through, maybe thoughts are running through their mind, and this is somehow a way to reach out. Oh my God. And yes, Nalani. Oh, Nalani, Lani, let's see. I woke up, okay, you woke up singing it, but you didn't listen to it. Listen to, okay, if you know the lyrics, play it on your phone, play it out loud and listen to the lyrics of the song. It was not, it's from my country. Okay. So when I said Celine Dion, it not necessarily was a Celine Dion song, but if you're familiar with Celine Dion, she sang a lot of kind of like love song, kind of that vibe. Hey, Lakeside Laura, how are you? Um, so that's more of the feel that I felt, and I could be wrong. Maybe it wasn't even that emotional song, but yeah, my I'm trying to stretch this feeling out. Let's see. I thought I let it go. I was with other. Oh, so it was okay. I woke up afterwards. I woke up as crazy singing. Okay, so I go back to the heart pull. So there's still a connection there. So what you need to do is you need to release, and there's um, you can get help in cutting that cord. You know, there's a few people in here. Viviani, is one who can help you. And Viviani, correct me if I'm wrong. With releasing the cords, you can call in the angels and ask them to help you cut that cord from that person. If that is what you want. But hi Sanaya, how are you? 7992. How are you there? Welcome. Let's see. Sounds like he is suffering for me because lyrics are about a man talking to a woman. So here's what I was going to say before I started reading your comments. And sometimes you forget, and then spirit just brings back life situations. I had a friend in home, and all of a sudden, I dreamt the friend one night. And the friend, when I saw them, I was at their house. They were sitting on the chair, and I was standing at the doorway looking in. And I hadn't seen this friend in maybe 10 years, more, maybe more than actually, it's more than 10 years. So I thought it was odd that I dreamt the friend. And when I looked into the dining room area, the sitting room area, I saw the friend sitting side profile, and he had all these tubes. He was at home, but all these tubes connected. And I was standing there and I looked at him and I was taken aback because I was like, why does he have all these tubes and stuff? And he turned his head and he said, "You came to visit me." And I think it shocked me and I woke out of the dream. And then I called my aunt and I said, hey, is everything okay with so and so and so? And she said, why? I said, because I dreamt them and this is how I saw them with all these at home with all these tubes. And they said, you came to visit me. And she just said, wow. I said, why? What's going on? And she told me that is how he is at home. He's connected. He has breathing problems. His lungs are bad. He has all these tubes that's connected and he doesn't know if he's going to make it. And I thought, oh, okay. So she provided me the number and I called him and, and I told him the dream and he said, yes, he's told me what was going on. And, his kidneys were bad, lungs was bad, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. And I said, wow. And, we chatted for a little bit. And I want to say after that, maybe the next week, I got a call he passed. I was shocked that I saw the vision, and the vision that I saw in my dream is really that I went to visit him because it was exactly how he was. And when he transitioned, he did come back in my dreams and we chatted for a little bit. But I say that to say, and Spirit reminded me of that to let you know that sometimes, because you used the words here, you said, sounds like he's suffering for me. It's not necessarily that he's suffering for you. Sometimes they're in a space where the soul, right? Consciously or unconsciously, the soul will reach out. And because I heard that he might be sick in my head, um, you don't have to reach out. You can just simply say, whether you acknowledge him reaching out and you appreciate it and you're thankful, but you hope that everything works out for their best interest. All right. That's what I have for you. But now that I talk, the spine pain is gone. I said to you, send me what's the best for me. Okay. You said something about you said you have problem with spine and back. Okay. So maybe I was just feeling into that, your energy, because it's gone now, but I was down, my spine was feeling very heavy. Okay. So I hope that message helps you, Nilani. I hope that it brings you some sort of clarity, and just, if you want to know, you don't want to communicate, you can just wish him the best, whatever his journey is, and ask to cut any cords that you're connected to with him. All right, thank you for your question. Okay. So now we have Jenny, then Tandika, Brenda, and Julianne. Okay. Jenny. Yes. Listen to the lyrics and listen to it a couple of times. Something's going to stand out in that song for you. Okay. So, Jenny, you sure you can, Jenny? Uh, hey, Spidey, thanks for letting me know you're still here. I'll get you. I'll get to you. Keela, could I get a general message, please? And thank you. High vibrational beings of love and light, what message do you have for Jenny this morning? What guidance would we like to give Jenny? What is the message for Jenny's spirit? Okay, Jenny, what I felt energy when moved from my heart area, and it was in the back of my heart. I didn't feel it in the front, the back area, move up to like about my third eye, the back of my head, but in line with the third eye area. That's the energy I felt moving upwards. So I'm going to see what they want to say about this, if they want to say anything, or what message they have for you. Okay. Okay, what message do we have for Jenny's spirit? What is this guy's song? What is this guy's name? Oh gosh, I can see him but can't think of his name. Boy George. Is that Boy George? Come a chameleon. You come and go. I think that's Boy George. You come and go. That's the song I'm hearing. And that, I think that's Boy George. Okay. What's the message for Jenny? Why Boy George and that song? What is the message for Jenny's spirit? What guidance do we have for Jenny this morning? Okay. They are focusing on the chameleon in that song. And I think he's saying chameleon. You know, you sing a song and you don't truly know the lyrics and you're singing whatever. And then you put your own words in there. So I think he's saying chameleon. I need to look up the lyrics. But okay, thank you, Karen. I'll get to you and Spidey. You have the ability to adapt like the chameleon to your surroundings. That's a good thing, right? Because if the chameleon is on something that's brown, He doesn't want to be bright green where he stands out, right? For his protection, for his safety. And likewise, the other way. Um, and that's let me see if I'm getting this right. What is the message with the chameleon and the adaptability of it for Jenny's spirit? Here's what I'm feeling in my heart and on the left side of my head. I'm feeling the chameleon. I'm feeling the heartbeat of the chameleon. And as the chameleon is ready to shift, to camouflage itself, the heartbeat pulses, is what I'm feeling. The heartbeat is pulsing as he is shifting. Now, I don't know if that's how it works, but I'm just saying what I'm feeling. And in this chameleon energy that I'm feeling, Jenny, I can feel the beat of the chameleon's heart pulsing to switch color, but it's like just beat a little harder, beat a little harder so that you can change the color to adapt to whatever the surrounding may be. What I just heard, or quick flash, was you might be in a situation where someone maybe a tidbit challenging, right? That is where the chameleon energy comes in. You don't, you what is, so is it supposed to happen? Is it, am I reading this correctly? And okay, I'm gonna put it in my ways because I'm kind of seeing and feeling, but the way I want to word it is not the way I'm seeing it. So let's say you're in a situation where it's a little chaotic, but in the moment you can't get out of that situation, right? You can't leave. What is happening, what is supposed to happen, is that you, um, in trying not to let that person, that energy, kind of like flow towards you or corrupt your space, your field, the you as the chameleon, the chameleon's energy, it then shifts color to protect itself in that setting. And when I felt the heartbeat of the chameleon beating, and the each pulse is where the chameleon is shifting into the color that it's supposed to, the pulse isn't I for lack of better words, not strong enough to really to shift the color, uh, because that maybe the shifting is a little, the changing of the camouflage is maybe waited a little too long, so then that chaos, that whatever energy is breaking into the field. So what I'm feeling, or what I would say from what I'm picking up on, would be when you realize that a situation and experience is not for your highest good, or you can sense it, right? Because you have that knack, you can sense it. You start shifting. You call in the chameleon energy to change colors to protect yourself and your field. Your guide is saying yes, yes. So that means I got it right. I got it, said it correctly. Um, yeah. Don't wait too late to start camouflaging. And it's not hiding. Okay, all right, let's see. What did the Supremes was singing? Uh, that was kind of nice feeling. Okay, to feel the pulse of the chameleon and to see him trying to change to camouflage, and I can see his little heart just like really trying to go, but he can't. And he's really trying, but I think he waited a little too long to start. Um, oh, you're well. Thank you, Karma Karen. Jenny says, "Oops, this applies to what I'm going." Okay, okay. Yes, it's what I do daily with a 90. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So I think good. So your guides are seeing it, and what they're asking you to do, Jenny, again, as I said, is maybe to call it the chameleon energy, maybe a little earlier, you know, so that you're in the state space. Yeah. Don't wait till maybe when you get out of bed or before you even get out of bed to start your task, with her. Um, yeah, I call in the chameleon energy because the chameleon is there ready to assist. Okay. Thank you for your question. That was really nice. Okay. Tandika, are you here? So we have Tandika, Brenda, Julianne, Carmen, Karen. Then you're welcome, Jenny. Thandika. Okay, I know Thandika. I haven't seen you, but here's what I'm going to do to speed up on time. I know Brenda is here, so I'm going to go to Brenda. And then if Thandika said yes, I'll jump back to Thandika. Okay? Okay, Brenda. Akela, may I have a general reading, please? What do they most want me to know? Okay. Vibrational beings of love and light. What guidance do we have for Brenda to imagine this morning? What does she need to know the most right now? Hmm. Brenda, as I said, the most, I heard and saw, and it was interesting how I saw it. The came out in bold, and then angels came out in bold after. So the angels. Okay, so what about the angels that Brenda needs? We know Brenda works with the angels. What other guidance do we have for Brenda? The angels are always with you. Whenever you feel doubt, it's like brush that doubt. It's kind of like flee it out of here, swoosh it out of here, fan it out. Because the angels are guiding you. Okay. Okay. What I'm hearing is, I must say exactly how they said it. Many of times, many of you hear us, but you doubt it's us. You don't believe it's us. They are reminding us again. Remember the heart. Feel it in the heart. Oh no, my whole body is tingling. Feel it in the heart. How does it feel? And right now, what they're making me feel is as if my energy is lifting up off of me, because I can feel the energy rising. Even I'm still talking to you. Huh, it's not interesting. Yeah. Feel. They're asking you to feel into it. How does it make you feel when you hear what is said? It feels light. I feel like they're asking me this as well, Brenda. And that's why I said it feels light. It feels airy. I just heard in my head, it feels magical. I'm getting a different energy feel on my left side, um, from my the left side of my head. I can even feel it, and I'm feeling the shift in the energy in my arm as well. And Brenda, as I lifted my hand, I have a light that's way ahead of me. But as I lifted my hand, if you close your eyes and lift your hand in front of you, right, you can see the shadow where it kind of like shades the light. But what was interesting, when I first lifted my hand, even though my eyes are closed, I can see around my hand this white energy around the aura, I guess, around my fingers as I lifted my hand. That was really neat. What is this for Brenda? She radiates light. Okay. She has connected with many of us. There's something with the doubt. When they're saying that you've connected with them, you've connected with many of them, the angels, Brenda. I feel what they're asking you to do is what I'm feeling is you have, they are the light beings that you're working with, but the ego, the mind, the oh, I don't you do you truly believe that? That's coming in and creating a little flicker of doubt sometimes. And they're asking you you already trust, to put more trust into them, what you hear, by feeling into it and working on eradicating the doubt. The human mind will always test you, will always challenge you. And this is why we say, feel it in the heart. Is that it for Brenda Spirit? Is there anything else? Okay. They said, because it's they that I'm feeling, they said, no, that's it. This is it for now. And we bow out. And I can feel them step back. Thank you. Thank you. Brenda. Okay. Brenda said, yeah, she's here. Let's see. Okay, Brenda, that's the message I have for you. Brenda said, I feel self-doubt. Yes, I do have Angel. Yeah, yeah. And you know what's interesting? When I tried to lift my hand back up afterwards, because you probably saw me going like this constantly, it's because I was trying to get back that light that I saw initially, and I couldn't. And I was like, wait, where did it go? But but I was only meant to see it that one time. You were saying to. Oh, you're welcome. And so are you and all of us, because all of us are here. And always remember, all of us can connect. For those who don't, if you don't have lives and don't read or whatever, your question, all of us can do this. We just have to, the message, feel into the heart. Feel. Because your heart will never steer you wrong. It's the mind that always tries to say, well, Okay. All right. Thank you, Brenda. I haven't seen Tandika. Did I miss Tandika? So we have, did Tandika come in? Nope. Julianne, are you here? Okay, Kasha, you're here. Julianne, I see comment. Karen. Okay. So, okay, Julianne is here. Good. So Julianne, then Comic Karen, then Evelyn, and then KMO. Okay. Julianne. Julianne says, may I get a general reading, please? Sure. Let's see what they want you to know. Julianne. Okay. So Julianne, Comic Karen, Evelyn, KMO. Niver, Galen. Ooh, have a whole lot. Okay. Okay. Julianne. High vibrational beings of love and light. Just felt a lot of energy in my head area, Julianne. Okay, what is this? Kind of gave me a little bit, not a lot of that woozy feeling, just a little bit of it. Okay, high vibrational beings of love and light. What guidance do we have for Julianne this morning? What do we need Julianne to know that is of her highest good, her highest frequency of love and light? Julianne. Julianne, do you find yourself in your head a lot? Thinking, overthinking. Overthinking the overthinking. I think you said yes. No, I didn't get that. No, I didn't get that. I thought I was, but no, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of energy. When I first read your question in my head, it just, but they're saying it's the overthinking. And the overthinking creates second guessing. You may ask your team for something, guidance on something, and then you're like, well, is that really them? I don't know. Well, what is that? Is this it? Kind of like that. And you're I'm trying to interpret the feeling your guide is making me feel. Oh gosh, it's like, oh shoot. just spinning, just spinning because of the overthinking. That overthinking creates worry, whether you know it or not. Okay. Okay, how do I word this? How is the best way? Mm, feel like when you get the answer to something, try it, right? Feel into it and try it. They're saying, remember, mm, it's not no wrong answer. If you try it and it doesn't work instantly, or it doesn't work the way you want it to go, remember, you can always tweak it. Remember, you can start back from scratch. All the overthinking does, it does nothing. It doesn't produce anything. It doesn't get you anywhere, right? Because the overthinking is like a circuit, just keep this, I want to say, just keep spinning, and you never get to pause because you get this answer like, well, what if that, and what if, but what if, and then you're back to overthinking again, and then you get another answer partway around the circle, and it's like, but who's going to, no one will, well, I put money out into this, and then you start back overthinking on the questions that you've created for the second scenario you've gotten, and then you're back to, okay, well, what about this? Well, I don't have enough money, or just, there's always there. And not to say that you are, but what Spirit is saying, the more overthinking, the more it creates space for unfinished stuff. The guidance is, when you get an answer for something, is it logical? Well, not really logical. Logical is not the best word. That's my word. When you get the answer for something, okay, look at it, write it down. Okay, well, let me implement this. And maybe I don't implement this piece. See what the outcome is. If it doesn't work, you go back and the answer you got, you put all of that into whatever it is. If it works, phenomenal. If it doesn't work, okay, Spirit, you help me with this, but it's not giving the results I wanted to give. Show me where I'm missing. What step am I missing? I give you the answer. Okay, you plug that in and you let it slide. You let it play out. You let it do what it's supposed to do. They're saying in my head, no matter what you do, whether it's a show, whether it's work, you have to produce something for work, whatever it may be, it doesn't matter if one person look at it or 20 people look at it, because who needs to see, participate, do whatever, is who needed to hear, participate, see what you had to give. Okay. Overthinking creates blockages, that's what they just said. Overthinking creates blockages. And all of a sudden, I have my window open and no wind was blowing. And all of a sudden, this gust of wind is blowing through it's not a gust, I'm sorry. There's a nice breeze blowing through my window. And I am taking that to say, put out whatever it is you need to put out, whether it's art, whether it's a show, whatever it is, clothing, whatever, jewelry, whatever, and let it flow with the wind. Because all they're asking you is to do, and Spirit will take care of the rest. Is that it for tuning in, Spirit? Is that it for tuning in? Okay. All right, Julianne, that is it. Hey, Mia Dragon. Yeah, just stop and do, and let the wind, let Spirit take. Once you've produced it, say, okay, here it is. You've guided me to this. I've accomplished it. Now I put it in your hands to send it out to wherever it needs to go. All right, let's see what you said here real quick. That has been the plan, creating and sharing it, overthinking it. Okay. All right, Julianne, thank you. Okay, Karmic Karen, I know you were here. So Karmic Karen, Evelyn DeMangles, KMO, Nivra. Because I don't see Thandika. If anyone see Thandika, please let me know. But I didn't see Thandika. Oh, Mira, I'm so sorry. We closed questions a while ago. So Mia Dragon, remember it's Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I'll be back on tomorrow with Sun Psychic Jean. We'll be together at 12 Eastern time. Okay. All right. Comic Karen, I know you were here earlier, so I will jump to you. And then Evelyn, you're welcome. Okay. Comic Karen, may I have a general for the read for the coming week? Okay, let me see real quick. Comic Karen. Let me see when was the last time Karen. Comic Karen, Evelyn, KMO, and Nivra. Coming week. Comic Karen. So if you are here, the folks that I just called, please say yes, so I can jump to you. I know, Gayleen, you said you were here recently. Okay, so let's do this because it's already 12:34. So Gayleen, since you just said that you were here. Oh, no, Comic Karen is here. Okay, great. May I have a general read for the coming week? And just to make sure you're live, guys, if you right below where the question is, if you move your mouse, there's a little live radio button that pops up if it's gray or not live. But if you click on it, it'll turn red, and that means you're live. Okay? Coming. High vibrational beings of love and light. Karmic Karen would like a general read for the coming week. What guidance do we have for Karmic Karen? What guidance do we have for Karmic Karen this morning, Spirit? Karmic Karen, what do you want, Karmic Karen? There is a bird outside, and all of a sudden, when I call your name, Karmic Karen, and now it's like a bunch of them talking to each other. And I'm like, okay, would they stop? And the way it's echoing, I know they are not nearby, but they are just like squawking. And interestingly, it's a little distracting for me. So let's see. Is the message in the birds for Karmic Karen, Spirit? What is... All of a sudden, these birds have started squawking, talking to each other. Message for Call Me Karen. Hmm. Call Me Karen. Okay, I am going to, because these birds would not stop. From my heart to the energy of my pendulums, we are one. Guided by your high vibrational beings of love and light, we are one. Is my name Akela? High vibrational beings of love and light, is my name Akela? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Back to center. Was I born in the United States? Was I born in the United States? Okay, so that's my no, Karmic Karen, because I was not born in the United States. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. These birds, okay, let me repeat that. Sorry, Spirit. As I called Karmic Karen's name, Spirit, all of a sudden these birds started speaking extremely loud. Is there a message from the birds for Karmic Karen? Is there a message from the birds that are talking to each other for Karmic Karen? Okay. Wow, that's a heavy yes. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Do you see? My hand is not moving, as you can see, Karmic Karen. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. And now they've stopped. They've stopped. As soon as I got the thing, they're gone. One just squawked again as if he said yes. Okay, Karen. So you asked what is coming for you in the upcoming week. I would say listen to the birds. The birds have something. The birds have a message for you. What that message is, I don't know. They were loud, Jackie. Loud. And it started off as one, and then you can hear the difference. So I knew it was more than one. The birds are going to be bringing a message for you. So if you happen to be walking by and you hear them chirping loudly, stop, pause, and ask, or acknowledge, not ask, acknowledge them. Because once I acknowledged them, they stopped. And then I asked one other question, and then one of them answered yes. When I said, it seems like they're done, they answered yes. You can hear them. Okay, good. And they weren't even like outside my vicinity here. They sounded like they were far away. Okay. Hey, Denise. How are you? Now, here goes a plane. Don't know if you probably can hear that too. And that plane is very loud. So there's definitely a message for you for the next week coming from the winged beings. I think I have to close this window because that plane is loud. Hold on 1 second. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. That plane was so low and so loud. I had to close the window. I'm sorry, guys, for those who have headphones in. But yeah, the winged beings, they did not give me the message, Karmic Karen. But in the coming week, you are going to receive messages, communication. It may just be communication, not necessarily, it may not necessarily be a message, but the winged beings are going to be communicating with you. All right. And that's it. That's all I have for you. So I hope that's helpful. So you have to come back and let us know, in the next few weeks, whatever, if you've noticed the birds speaking with you, trying to communicate with you. And all it is acknowledging. All right. All right. So thank you for your question, Carmen Karen. Wow. Okay. I said, good Lord, I forgot who I said. I see Kasha is here. I know KMO is here. Um, is Evelyn here? I can't remember if Evelyn said hello. But for now, I'll go to KMO because KMO was next. After Evelyn, I know Gayleen is here, and I think I saw Sunshine. Okay. Yes, KMO, Sunshine, Gayleen. Yes, okay. Okay, got you. All right. So KMO, I would love a reading. All right. High vibrational beings of love and light. What guidance do we have for KMO this morning? What do you want KMO to know that is of her highest good, highest love and light, highest frequency? KMO, KMO. Two things I noticed on my left side, KMO. The first, it was very quick. It wasn't super sharp, but I felt a sharp pain on my left side, right in this area right here going down. It didn't go all the way down, it just stopped in that shoulder area. But then the other thing I noticed as I sat here, my left shoulder I don't know if you caught it, but it just jilted on its own. And I thought that was interesting. So like um the muscle, I don't know if that was a spasm or maybe it was. Yeah, but it just that in that area, and it sent my left arm just jumped. Okay, so what's going on with KMO? What do we want KMO to know? KMO. What do you want KMO to know? Did KMO say anything yet about that? Guidance for KMO. And I'm sorry, guys, it's taking a little while to get some of the messages, and then the messages are long. But that's okay, because I'm going to deliver it the way I'm getting it for you. KMO, there's something with that left arm, because I'm feeling energy pulsating on my elbow area. I don't know if you've had that. It doesn't feel like pain. It's not paining. It's just like something with the muscle is what it feels like. So I don't know if maybe, and I could be just feeling that maybe you slept bad and you're having issues with this left area. If it's not that, just, and that feeling doesn't go away or anything like that, just have your doctor, just pay your doctor a visit just to make sure, um, yeah, things are okay with that left side. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a specialist. Anything on the left side, I'm very careful about, only because, the left side, that's where the heart is as well. Let's see. KMO says, earlier I've noted that I've been having dreams of babies and water. Ooh. See, did KMO say something else before that? No. And she's here. Okay. And then let me see. Thank you. I don't know. I'm not getting any message, KMO, but the only thing that left, something with the muscle. As I said, it's not joint pain or anything. It's just like the pulsating within the muscle in that left arm. I haven't pulled cards, but I've had pain with certain movements. No, it's small. It's more, feels small muscle, and it's only in this left side. Okay. I haven't pulled cards, but let me pull a card for you. Only because I'm not getting a message. It's just they're making me feel whatever on that left side. On your left arm, do you feel like your left hand, do you feel sometimes like you may try to squeeze something or grab something and the strength might not fully be there? I feel like they're because it's focusing on just that. So I feel like they're asking you to, when you go get the other thing checked, just have them, look at that. Okay, in both hands. Okay. And again, the only reason why I'm saying it because I'm feeling it more on the left than the right. And as always, our heart is on our left. So anything on my left side, I'm like, 1-800 doctor, I need you to look at this for me. Okay. What guidance from the cards do we have other than the arm issue for KMO spirit? This is a message for KMO. I got this card. It says Oshun of Crossroads. It's a beautiful card. And I love that we have feathers right here. And this emerald green. And, the emerald green against the white it stands out, right? But that green is healing. So you can use that green to invite in Archangel Raphael to help with whatever is going on, to help you work through it. But this talks about ascension, transformation, and quantum leap. Let me grab the book real quick. The book that just flew out my hand. Okay. 37. Maybe it didn't want me to read the message from the book. Oh, wow. Initiation of peacocks. I thought that was part of a peacock feather, the way the green is in the middle, but I thought white. So it says here, Oshun of Crossroads. The affirmation you can say is, I always choose wisely. And this is for initiation of peacocks. It says, listen closely. You stand at a crucial juncture. Make a decision. You've been wishy-washy long enough. Commit. The choices you make now will shape your destiny. No more wavering, no more indecision. You can't afford the luxury of stalling anymore. Stop hesitating. The divine is giving you a rare chance for change, but the clock is ticking. At this sacred crossroads, you balance on the threshold between your past self and your future potential. Each potential path reveals a unique chapter in the unfolding story of your life. Oshun of Crossroads. That's a beautiful initiation of peacocks. And you can also look up the meaning of peacocks, the spiritual meaning of peacocks. Interesting, I'm reading this and then my spirit took me back to this. I'm being tested. And I know what you said for that, but they took me back to this statement. I am being tested. So yes, you're being tested, but right now you're at the crossroads, right? And yes, you're being tested for something physically, but spiritually, you're also going through a test. And they're asking you can go back and replay because I'm not going to read the whole thing, but re-listen to this. And they're asking you to choose. I always choose wisely in every situation, home, work, choose wisely. Okay. But that's what they had for you, KMO. And just still have your doctor check out this arm. Okay. All right. Thank you, KMO. Okay. I know Gayleen is here. Gayleen, Violets for Roses, I just saw you. Sunshine, I saw you as well. Okay. You're welcome. Yeah, worrying does no good. All right? Worrying does no good. Gayleen says, yes, I have you. I think you're next, Violet for Roses. Let me make sure. I think no, Sunshine is next because Sunshine was here and then Violets for Roses. Am I doing this wrong? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. I got you, Sunshine. You're next. And then Violets for Roses is next. Okay, guys. I'm going to try to go as fast as I can. Gayleen, may I have a reading for the upcoming week? High vibrational beings of love and light. What guidance do you have for Gayleen? What guidance do you have for Gayleen this afternoon? In my right eye, Gayleen, I immediately saw a pillar of white light come forward. What does this mean for Gayleen, Spirit? What does this mean for Galen? What guidance do we have for Galen? Oh, Galen, I heard we are here, and I thought it was angelic beings. But before I can finish, if it was the angels in my head, I heard no, your ancestors. Your ancestors are here with you. And there's a lot. It's not one or two or three. There's a crew of them right now with you. Mm. Ooh, chill. I'm hearing drums. Mm. I heard the beat of I don't want to mislabel, so I'm not going to label. I'm just going to say drums. There's a prominent masculine ancestor that is, even though I'm seeing a lot of them, there's this masculine ancestor whose energy is prominent. Okay, what's the message for Galen spirit? All Galen's ancestors of love and light. Galen, I've never heard this, but I'm going to tell you what I heard. Your ancestor says, wash your hands and feet. Oh my gosh, wash your hands and feet. Is this literal, or is she washing her hands and feet of a situation, a person, a place? What guidance do we have for Galen? This washing of your hands and feet is like a cleansing of some sort, Galen. Your ancestor is saying whatever it is that you want to wash your hands and feet of as you do this this ritual. Is it a ritual? Yeah, I'm asking ritual, and your ancestor, this masculine energy, is saying to me by feeling that rituals are not what we necessarily may think of, this big thing that you got to set out and no. As you wash your hands and feet, you set the intention of what you want to wash away, what you want to eliminate. And he said, I feel he says it's it's so simple. And not that it's as simple as that to wash away things, but when we think of rituals, it doesn't have to be this grand thing. We stand there with you as you do this cleansing. Anything else, Spirit? Galen's ancestors. What else for Galen? I feel even as if you're asking, and you may be here or may not. I feel as if you're asking, how many days do you do this for? And this ancestor is saying you do it for as many as you feel you need to do this for. And it doesn't have to be, you could be in the shower, right? And as you're showering, you step back. And I don't know why I see you squatting and washing up the hands and the feet. No matter how they show me, I see you squatting. So, Gayleen, if you're in the shower and you want to do this after you have showered or before you've showered, maybe you squat in the shower and allow the water to wash and cleanse away your hands and your feet, and let it, whatever it is you want to release, let go of. Um, you set the intention that this is being washed away from you. And it's interesting because I keep in my mind, I keep wanting to say, well, just standing up, but I keep seeing you squatting. Okay, is that it for Galen? They just said something about the moonlight. So if you have a pipe outside and it's just, you can in your backyard under the moonlight, you can turn on that pipe, Galen, and do the same thing under the moonlight as well. Okay. Okay. And your ancestors just said, and we step back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right, Gillian. I hope you were able to hear that message, Gillian. Okay. But that's what your ancestors brought forward for you. Okay, sunshine. And I hope it was helpful. I hope that helped you, Gillian. Help answer some questions that you may have had. Sunshine says, may I please have a general message, please? Okay, Sunshine. High vibrational beings of love and light. What guidance do we have for Sunshine this afternoon? What do we want Sunshine to know? Sunshine is asking for a reading, a general reading. Sunshine, for some reason, I was guided to my deck and I thought, well, I only had to pull a card for once, and they're like, that's okay. You can go to the cards. So I'm going to see what I feel intuitively as well, Sunshine. But I'm going to pull a card from this deck for you too. I'm just going to pull 2 cards. Okay, Sunshine. What does Sunshine need to know, Spirit? And if you feel like it, you can pull a card out yourself. Okay, Sunshine. This song, because I've been calling your name and I just heard a song in my head. I think it's Ashanti who sang this song. And it goes, sunshine, maybe you can be my baby boy, da 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 da, your baby girl. Maybe we can spend some time. I can be your sunshine. It's Ashanti. And again, lyrics and I are not friends. So you can look that song up. Okay. Oh, Spirit just said, it just took me back to the spending time. So spending time with Spirit, Sunshine. And I feel like it's more of getting into amongst the trees, just sitting in the grass, enjoying the moment, a moment of nothingness. You're just sitting there, just stretched out. Maybe you're sitting in a lounge chair, your feet on the grass, and just being one with what is in that moment. Maybe we can spend some time and I can be your sunshine. Okay. I'm laughing at this card because in the tarot deck, this image I think is I'm gonna have to pull it. It's the is it a high priestess? I think this image. I'm gonna pull it because I have the deck right here, and you have Oshun manifesting birth, and it doesn't necessarily mean that pregnancy or anything like that, right? It talks about manifestation, intentions, and abundance, right? And let me see. If you have this deck, the Light Seers deck, there's a card in here. And I want to say it is the, and watch, I want to say it is the High Priestess. And it is a woman, and she's pregnant as well. And I probably may drop it in the chat afterwards. But it's about what we're going to tell Sunshine about this card. 11. Card number 11. I manifest with grace and ease. It says, congrats, you've pulled Oshun manifesting birth. This is a powerful sign that you're in a prime position to turn your dreams into reality. It is law that thoughts become things, and she's here to remind you that you co-create your world through intention and action. Clear your mind. Good, Sunshine. So if you look in there, there's one of the cards. There's the woman, and she's Empress. Okay, it might be the Empress. Yes, I think it is Spidey. Clear your mind, imagine your goals fulfilled, and then follow your guidance. And what I love with this card, you can see this lady in this card. She is out in nature, or she's surrounded by nature, right? And that's the first thing they said to you. So I would get out there, whether you're sitting on the grass, in the chair with your feet in the grass, or you're just out in a beautiful park. And what the image that just come into my head is you're in a park, and there's a stream of water flowing, and you are just enjoying it. Yeah, and it's amazing that they took me back to that card because it's the Empress. So look up what the Empress is in that deck, because they immediately took my mind to that card. But yeah, this is your time. So get out into nature and let's spend some time, you and, Mother Earth and the universe, to spend some time together to bring in what it is you need, what it is you want to manifest. All right, Sunshine? So I hope that helps. All right. Okay, then we have, okay, let me uncheck this one. I know, I forgot who I said was next. Good Lord. I'm just going to scroll up. So we had Galen, Sunshine, Violets for Roses, and then I'm going to do Spidey because I know I saw Spidey. Violets for Roses, and then Spidey. Kaja, if you're here, you can let me know. Kaja, let me uncheck Sunshine, Naivra, Evelyn, and Tandika. But after Violets will be Spidey. Violets for Roses. May I have a message? Thank you always. You're welcome, Violet. Stephanie. Oh, Tandika, you're here. Okay, good. Good. Oh, you're welcome, sunshine. Okay. Balance for roses. High vibrational beings of love and light. What guidance do we have for Stephanie this afternoon? Stephanie, what I am seeing coming in at the base of my, let's say you're looking at the floor, because at the base of my third eye, which I went for, there is a pocket of white light. But then something opens and the white light breaks free, right? So if you have a bulb, those test and tube things, think of it like that. But it's like the bulb where the base where the fluid goes into, it closes and opens. So in my mind's eye, the bulb is there, it's open, the white light peeks through. It's not as um the light that's peeking through the top is not as vibrant, not as bright white as what's in the base of the bulb, right? But then whatever closes back. So then the light disappears. Then it opens and it peeks through again. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So I'm trying to see what this represents for you. I don't know if it's that you are, yeah, I'm not gonna assume. Let me see. Let's see. What does this mean for Stephanie's spirit? What are you trying to say to Stephanie? Spirit said in my head, it's like you're saying, hello, I'm here, and shut the door. Hello, here I am. And then you shut the door. That's the literal example they played out in my head. What do we want, Stephanie? What are these words? What's the guidance for Stephanie's spirit? You know what I feel it is, Stephanie? Okay, so in my throat, which if you think of is like that tube, that test tube, right? And all of a sudden, as I'm trying to feel what that means for you, I instantly felt as if someone was there's a covering. So this is my throat, and someone is sliding through that board, cutting off my ability to, closing off my ability to speak, my ability for the airflow. It's just closing it off, which is like the test tube thing. Because I'm feeling it in my throat, I'm going to say it. This image that I'm seeing is your throat chakra. And there are moments where you open it and you say what you have to say, and then something shuts you down, shuts you back, not down, and you close it off. And then you're like, okay, I'm not going to do or say anything, right? Then a moment may arise again and you open it back up, and then you allow your ability to speak your throat, to say what needs to be said, and then something, you close it off. That's the, hey, I'm here, I'm saying this, I'm speaking my throat, I'm say what I say, and then I shut it off. They're guiding you to not shut that off. Because when you open it up, this is why the light in the tube that's escaping is not as potent. That white light is not as potent as what's in the base, right? Because even though you're opening it up to say what you have to say, it's not really fully opening. So the full intensity of what you need to say, you have to say, is coming out very faintly. So your words, maybe even the intention behind your words is not coming out the way that it should. So you know what? Remove that barrier, remove that covering, and let the true vibrancy of your light, the words that you need to speak, flow freely. There's no masking, for lack of better words. There is no, I'm just going to give you a little, this is really what I want to say, but I'm just going to say this. I'm going to put it this way. Remove that. Anything else for Stephanie's spirit? Yeah, because that blockage is creating right now right in my chest area here. I can feel it, feels very kind of like heartburny. Okay, and that's the message for you, Stephanie. Let's see, Stephanie. Oh, Spidey, your name is Stephanie too? Wow. I feel like that sometimes. I feel, oh yeah, no, I feel like I don't give up. That's the, yeah. Spirit wants your light to shine through, not halfway, not faded. Like when your car lights your headlights start to turn yellow, the light is not bright. No, no, no. They don't want that. They want you to shine your light, say what you have to say, right? Because again, it's coming from the heart, you know. Shine it like that brand new headlight on a car. It's vibrant. All right, Stephanie, that's what they have for you today. So thank you for your question. Thanks everyone for staying this late, because I know it's been 2 hours and almost a half. Sometimes, there's long messages and spirit just takes their time. Spidey, did I say Spidey? No, I said Thandika was, I can't keep up. Okay. Spidey Thandika was here before. So I know that she said she's here. I'm going to do Thandika and then Spidey, Stephanie. Okay. So don't go anywhere, Spidey. I like saying Spidey. You're welcome, Spidey, and you're welcome, Stephanie. Okay. Thandika, may I please have a message from the universe? Okay. Okay. Thandika. Thank you, Spirit, for all the amazing messages you've brought through so far and continue to do so. Thandika would like a message from the universe. What does Thandika need to know, Spirit, that is of her highest good? What does Thandika need to know? Excuse me. Thandika, all of a sudden I'm burping. So I'm going to take that to say you've been working and releasing things. Let's see. What is the message for Thandika? Do you want me to go to the cards for Thandika? Do you have a message for Thandika? Nope, my okay, they have a message. Uh, my solar plexus area just kind of like popped in, just lit up. I felt the energy swirling in that area. Okay, what's the message for Tandika Spirit? Hmm. I want to say I heard listen to the creativity of the feeling within the solar plexus. You know, that's kind of tricky. Listen to the creativity of the feeling, right? Because it's like, okay, one is hearing, one is feeling. But what happens is that sometimes when you get these messages, it, they kind of like blend together, they mesh together. And you're like, oh, because sometimes you'll hear me say, I hear and feel, right? Or I see and feel. Now I'm seeing in front of me this yellow light, and yellow, and it's getting brighter and brighter. And yellow is the color of the solar plexus. Okay, what's the message for Thandika spirit? Trusting what you feel can be hard. It takes practice. Practice of feeling what's good and what's not right. Ask yourself, ask I said yourself, and then they're like, ask your gut a question. A question your mind may know the answer to, and see how it feels. Do this with balancing questions. And when I say balancing questions, something you might know the answer to, whether it's something positive or something negative, and see how you feel. See how your gut feels, your creative spark, your the mind that's in that area. The more you practice this, the I'm gonna say better, the ease, not better, the easier it becomes in trusting the messages that you receive in that center field. It's not about mastering. So basically, they're saying don't try to master it like, you're preparing for an exam, your PhD or something like that. No. Get to feel how a response, a positive response, a negative response feels within that area. And that will help build trust, trusting in your body to guide you. I think they said take care of the gut. Anything else you want to tell Thandika Spirit? Create space to do this practice. It'll be beneficial. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thandika, I hope that helps. Okay. I hope that was beneficial. Okay, Spidey. Okay, Spidey, you are here. So let's get a message for you. You're welcome, Thandika. Okay. Spidey. Let me release Thandika's energy. Release. Okay. Spidey. Just here for a general reading because figured spirit had something they wanted to share since I was brought here. Okay. High vibrational beings of love and light, you brought Spidey to this channel. What guidance do you have for Spidey? Oh, Stephanie also. But I kind of like Spidey. What guidance do you have for Spidey this morning? This afternoon, not morning. This afternoon, what guidance? Spidey. What guidance do we have for Spidey Spirit? One of your guides, Spidey, said, yes, you were guided here. You were brought here. Okay, so what message are you ready to allow me to share with Spidey? That's interesting. You were brought here, Spidey, to get a different feel of energy, to get, and in all honesty, Spidey, I don't even know if I recognize your name from any other chat. I'm sure I probably have, but I can't pinpoint if I have seen you in somebody else's chat. But again, then again, I was away for a while. Um, there's something with I'm not saying necessarily my energy, but the energy of the collective in this session is why you were brought here. Okay. What's the message for Spidey? Okay, I'm gonna say this because part of why you were brought here is to feel that there is more. And again, it's something with the collective, the crew, the group of friends that is here. On my left side of my head, Spidey, literally what I think I saw was you rising, kind of floating. So I'm trying to feel a little more into that. So let's, okay, what is this for Spidey? A little at a time. Spidey, after, oh, shoot, sorry guys, I just knocked the table. Spidey, after this show, please ground, you know, and if you just want to sit and listen to a 5-minute grounding meditation, or um, get out and stick your foot in the grass and set the intention to ground, I would do that. Because I'm trying to get more information for you, and I got a little bit at a time. But I only said there's nothing, I always say positive or negative. It's nothing like that. But just because I see you like floating and rising, I just, come back to earth. Stick your feet in the ground. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing this. It's a hard blue to describe, but this blue energy. It's not light blue, it's not royal blue, it's not aqua blue. It is, I don't even know what shade of blue this energy is. Is this Archangel Michael? I just want to feel and see. What is this blue energy? This blue space. Oh, what is this? It's not Archangel Michael. It is angelic. It's a pretty blue. Okay. Okay. Now that I've acknowledged the blue, it's gone. Okay, now it wants to come back. Okay. I'm not getting a message, Stephanie, but what I'm feeling as I sit here is I feel oneness. I feel centered. Okay, the best description I can give of how I'm feeling is when you see a monk sitting in their meditative state. That's how I feel. That's the only way I can describe it. It feels very calm. Let me see what Stephanie says. Hey, Scott. It's, I don't even know. I'm just scanning to see if there's anything blue that okay, you see this bottle? Now you see way back there as I shift, you get shifts of, it's something like that, but deeper. It's not turquoise. It's not turquoise. It's a hard blue to describe. I don't know. I don't know. Um, so even though I told you to ground afterwards, it doesn't. I only said that because I saw you, lifting up, floating kind of thing. That's the only reason why. Not for anything, whatever. But the fact that I feel the way I feel as I'm sitting here is like I'm in one with. I feel like I'm a monk in that state of nothingness, literally. Um, that's a good feeling, actually. Okay, let's see what you say. Yeah, listen, it's hard for me to describe the blue. Oh, you know what? Now that I look, they just drew my attention to this. Okay, so you see this blue, and on screen it's not even showing right because that's not really the blue, but something like this blue. But there's I don't even know what to say. It's a beautiful blue. Okay, so just whatever blue you think it is, yeah, that's the blue. Let's see, Stephanie. Uh, you asked if it was light blue or okay. You said I see my future self sitting at a creek bed meditating, much like how I imagine a okay. But it's monks when they met, they go into this state. And the only thing I can say is I felt it was a state of nothing, but still connected. If you get what I'm feeling, if you get what I'm trying to explain. Okay, you've seen the sky look that blue. It's a very interesting shade of blue. But that's what I was feeling for you, Stephanie. I wasn't getting well, I guess that's a message as well. Maybe you are in a you are at a state, that state of where you can find you're in a state of you can get to a state of nothingness, but still find and feel everything. It's as Dolores Cannon would say, right? The convoluted universe. But I hope it makes sense to you, Stephanie, Spidey. Um, yeah. And what's interesting, your name is in blue as well. But that was an amazing feeling. That feeling of, yeah. So you can get that level, but still remembering to ground yourself because I felt centered, I felt connected, I felt, but still there was a lot. So make sure you stick your foot in the ground just to come back to earth. All right. And I did not see, okay, thank you, Spidey. So I didn't see Evelyn, Niver, or Kaja come back in. So I'm just to make sure I didn't miss them. It is now 1:40. It is almost 2 o'clock. I thank you all for your patience, for staying with me and my team of high vibrational energy to bring forth the messages that you needed to hear. So again, thank you for your patience. I know many others are on and you could have left. So thank you for sharing the space with me and your space. And thank I thank you for allowing me to spend time with you as well. All right. Have a great rest of your Saturday. I will be back on tomorrow again at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Sun Psychic Jean. And I will catch you there if you come. If not, I'll catch you in another live stream with someone else. Have an amazing day. Self-care Saturday. If it means doing nothing, great. If you want to polish the nails, for the meals, you want to shave, do your hair, just relax. Self-care Saturday, right? Thank you guys. Bye-bye.